My middle son lives in Connecticut, in one of those picture book pretty communities in Connecticut. And the people there are good-hearted and hardworking. And most of them are doing pretty well. And some of them are positively rich. But there's not a whole lot of diversity in Wilton, Connecticut. I think my half-Indian son might be just about the most diverse person in town. I think there's a Chinese girl, a couple who have twins, and I think there's another Indian couple I saw one time. So, if you want your children to learn about diversity, and they don't see it very much, how does that happen? Well, my children, my grandchildren, they have between their Indian grandfather and their Indian cousins and aunts and uncles and great uncles and great aunts, they get to go to a lot of Indian weddings. Now, Indian weddings are fabulous. Yes, definitely. Now, picture it. First, the bride comes in riding a white horse. He's wearing white pants and a white Nehru jacket and a turban and garlands of marigold around his neck. And all his family is following. And the bride is wearing a red sari covered with embroidery, and she's got a ton of jewelry on. Her gold jewelry will sort of be like her life insurance. It's hers forever. So she's got bangles and rings and earrings and necklaces. And in the ceremony, now picture these, my granddaughters, 8 and 10 and 12. They're all given fancy new clothes by some relative or another, and those Indian clothes they're given will be very colorful and usually sparkly. And they'll have their own plastic bangles up their arms, and they'll probably have fancy sandals on. And when they go to the wedding, they will be able to go to every party. See, Indians don't make their kids stay in the motel with a babysitter they don't know. They take them. And the kids dance till the band goes home, wearing their sparkly clothes. And one of the things they like best is the henna party. Now, it's a tradition with both Hindus and Muslims that the bride has henna designs painted on her hands and on her feet. And they also do it for the close women and girls in the wedding party. My granddaughters liked this. They liked it a lot. They liked everything about the Indian weddings. So when the 8-year-old Avery and the 10-year-old Alex Lily were about to have a birthday just about this time of year, their mother thought maybe a henna party would be fun. A henna party in Lily White, Wilton, Connecticut. So my daughter-in-law went online and she found not one, but 2 artists who were willing to come to Wilton, Connecticut and put designs on all these little children. And the girls thought it was a great idea. They'd have a henna party, they'd get all their feet and their hands done, and then they'd have a dessert buffet. That was Alex Lily's idea. She'd seen it once when they went on vacation, and then they'd run around outside and shriek, like little girls do. So the girls looked on the web at the designs of the 2 women who were willing to come to Wilton, Connecticut and draw henna designs, these vegetable designs that will last for at least a week and even longer if you don't wash your hands. And the girls, it was a tough decision, but they really felt that one of the women was much better than the other. And that was the woman they chose. Now, the thing about this this particular artist is that she was a Muslim, and she was a very Orthodox Muslim to the point that she wore a burqa. Now, my daughter-in-law didn't say that she was uncomfortable, but I wondered, are there going to be any mothers of these little girls that are invited to the birthday party that have problems with this? But I didn't say anything, because I hope not. Well, they had the birthday party for the two girls, and their friends from Wilton came to the party. And the woman came with her burqa and her henna, and as soon as my son left the room, off came the burqa, and she drew lovely designs on their hands and lovely designs on their feet. And they had questions, and she answered them. She was pleasant, she was kind. And then they had the dessert buffet, and then they went outside and ran around and made a lot of noise. So it was a totally successful party. I like to think that maybe when those other little girls, I mean, my kids have seen, they've been part of the Indian community all their life to some extent. But I'd like to think that those other little girls in Wilton, Connecticut, when they hear about Muslims, maybe their first thought will be about this very nice woman who did beautiful designs on their hands and feet and answered all their questions with patient kindness. Thank you.